Welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host, Mark Guido. Now, luckily for us, we live in the age of electronic information, and websites offer a plethora of information for RVers, whether it's advanced planning a trip, getting information while you're on the road, or even diagnosing and fixing a problem with your RV. We're going to look at our own list, our own top 10 list of RV-related websites on this episode 30 of Grand Adventure, so stay tuned. But before we get going, I'd rather set the right mood because I'd rather be doing this out camping than in my living room. So, ready, set, go. There. That's much better. Now, after the video, expand the YouTube video description below for links to each website that we're going to discuss in today's video. And remember, this is our own totally subjective top 10 list. So if you have some RV sites that you turn to regularly, please share them in the comment section below with all the other Grand Adventurers. So let's dive right into it. Coming in at number 10 is the Internet Forum. And our favorite amongst all RV Internet forums is irv2.com.
Now, just like all online forums, IRV2 is a social gathering place that's organized conversations into various categories. Each category contains a list of topics started by members. For example, if we click on Travel Trailer Discussion, we'll see a list of the topics that have been started by various members and the responses that have been entered by members in response to the original poster. For example, I look here at what to look for in travel trailers, and the Wall family is looking for ideas, and you can see various responses that have been provided. This is an absolute treasure trove of information. If you're looking to fix and diagnose a problem, or if you're looking, for example, for various camping opportunities. For example, if we scroll down here a little bit, we'll actually get to the camping, trailer, and trip planning section. Under camping locations, plans, and trip reports, boondocking, RV events and gatherings, those are rallies, and information on various routes to follow. Turning to the social community to get your RVing answers is an invaluable resource.
Now, our number 9, Facebook, has similar benefits for the RV camper.
The big benefit to Facebook is that there are a lot more internet denizens participating in Facebook than there are in a single website like irv2.com. What you want to do is go into the search bar in Facebook and search on your topic. In this case, I'm just going to use RV. And then what you want to do is go up here on the top bar and select groups. And if you scroll down, you'll see that there are Facebook groups for just about every aspect of RVing that you can possibly imagine. Some of these are closed groups that require administrator approval for you to join, while others are open groups. You simply need to select the join button. You'll get the same benefits from Facebook that you would from a place like irv2.com. You'll get to make new friends, meet new people. You will get to find answers to questions that you might have, and you might even find a great new camping location or two for your efforts.
Tied for us at number 8 are Recreation.gov and each state's individual website for its own state parks.
Recreation.gov is a central repository of campgrounds operated by federal agencies, be it the National Park Service, National Forests, Army Corps of Engineers, BLM, campgrounds operated by any federal entity. Now you can browse the website for information, or the obvious thing to do would be to use the search bar. In this case, we're going to use Moab, Utah. And select that. It's going to generate a list of locations. However, these filters in the left side column allow you to select only campgrounds and eliminate things like day use areas and tours and what have you. That'll generate a list of campgrounds in the Moab area operated by federal agencies. You can check availability or make reservations right here online at Recreation.gov. Tied for number 8 is the website for your own favorite state's state park system. Most states have a website dedicated to their state parks in total. In this case, we're looking at Utah because that is our home state. We can go to activities right here and select camping, and by clicking further to tent and RV camping, we can see a list of all the parks that offer tent and RV camping across the state of Utah. Now we can actually make reservations directly from here by clicking on the reserve button. That takes us to Reserve America, which is a service that a lot of states use to maintain their state park reservation inventory for camping. You can check availability, check rates, actually select an individual site, and make your reservation right here online at the website.
Now our number 7 favorite is a list of U.S. National Forest Service motor vehicle use maps, or MVUMs.
Like all websites on this video, we'll list this one in the description down below on our YouTube video page. But this is a list of U.S. Forest Service motor vehicle use maps that have been completed and are available online as PDF files. You can see that they're organized by state. We'll pull up as an example in Colorado the San Juan National Forest, where they list the motor vehicle use maps available online for each ranger district. If we click on one, it will actually open the map as a PDF file. On that PDF file, you'll find Forest Service roads that are identified as legal for dispersed camping, usually within 150 feet of the center line of the road. If you need advice and education on how to use these maps to find the perfect boondocking spot, we highly recommend watching Grand Adventure Episode 6, entitled Boondocking 101.
Number 6 on our list is tied between 2 different products from Google, Google Maps and Google Earth.
I'm sure you already know the benefits of using Google Maps for navigation and for trip planning, but it also proves an invaluable resource for finding places to camp. Once we zoom right in, you'll be able to get a better idea of where you're headed, but we can switch to satellite view, which will give you an advanced idea of what your camping area actually looks like on the ground. If you go up to the hamburger menu in Google Maps and select Terrain View, that'll draw a topographic map where the lines spread further apart mean flatter terrain for camping. Once again, turn to our Episode 6, Boondocking 101, for more information on how to use Google Maps in your camping adventures. The 3D cousin to Google Maps is Google Earth. That takes the same satellite data that's available in Google Maps, but uses topographic data to create a 3D model of the ground that lets you see the ground as if you were an airplane or a bird flying over. Once again, this is completely invaluable information for trying to find that perfect campsite. You can get a really good idea of what things look like, or even the view you're going to have from camp once you arrive on the ground to your destination.
Our 5th favorite is an online directory of RV dump stations at SantaDumpscom.
SantaDumps describes itself as the most comprehensive RV dump station search, and we believe it. If we go here to region and we select the United States, and if we go down to and search that first, and then we scroll down and we select our region of the United States. In this case, we're going to select Utah because that's our home state. We'll hit that submit. And if we go down below, we see not only a list of dump stations by city, but just above here, where there's the Google Maps icon, you can actually see them in a map view of the state. But in this case, we know that we're looking for one near Sandy, Utah. So we'll scroll down here to Sandy and we'll select that. And here's a comprehensive list of dump stations. This list of icons that they first show you will indicate whether potable water is available, if they have limited hours, if they're big rig friendly, but then you get specifics for each campground, or each dump station, including latitude and longitude, price, and what features are available. If we select one individual one, like this one at the Maverick, we'll get detailed GPS coordinates, driving directions as to where at the site the dump station is located, and a map with directions capable on how to get there.
Occupying the number 4 slot is FreeCampSites.net, an online directory of free camping locations, mostly boondocking spots.
Now, we'll be the first people to tell you that we find the user interface on FreeCampSites.net to be a little clunky. But if you're looking for a free place to camp, this is definitely a website worth checking out. The easiest way to get started is to go to the search bar up top and enter a location. We're going to stick with Moab for the purposes of our example. And this will show you on a map a list of the campsites available for free or close to free in the Moab area. By mousing over the campsite reviews in the right-hand column, you'll see an arrow on the map pointing to that location. If we click on it, it'll give us details like it's a dirt road to get there, you have a 14-day stay limit, what activities are available in the area. Down below, you'll actually see user reviews along with photographs where available, and then the detailed reviews are further down. Newer ones like that one up top do show cell phone service that the reviewer picked up while there, but that's a recent development. And older reviews, most of the reviews you'll find on the site do not have that information. Oh, there's a guy who actually put a video on this campsite on FreeCamp Sites, so there's a plethora of information available.
Coming in at number 3 is Arcgis, a free online mapping program.
Arcgis allows you to create online maps using publicly available layer data. The reason that it made our top 10 is we created a map for our users that shows public land management all across the United States. In the left-hand column in the legend, you'll notice that each category has a different color designated who is the land manager. Here in the western Utah, the yellow is BLM, while the little blue sections are SITLA or school trust land, which is Utah state-operated land. If we zoom in, we can actually get right down to the street level. So that way, if you're in the field, you can verify that the spot you're planning on camping at is actually on public land. And before you leave the house, you can use this map to plan your adventures before you even get there, finding boondocking sites on public land. One more time, I'm going to refer you to Boondocking 101, our episode 6, for information on how to use this map, also to your advantage while planning your camping trips.
Now, if you're worried about gas mileage, my best advice to you is find another pastime. However, nobody likes to spend more money than they have to, and that's where GasBuddy.com really shines.
Using GasBuddy.com, we've actually saved 35 cents by going just one more exit down the freeway. They indicate that they have 60 million users, and users upload the prices of the gas at the pumps every time they stop at a gas station. This is another one of those user-contributed sites where contributions make the world of difference. The best thing to do is to go to the search bar. We're going to use Midvale, Utah in our example. I'm a cheapskate, so I'm going to leave the grade on regular. I'm going to click Find Gas, and it's going to show me the prices that have been reported by users. You can see that at the Maverick, the first station listed, that price was uploaded just 40 minutes ago, so you're pretty darn sure that it's accurate. You can also click here on Map, and it will show the gas prices on a map display in the area. If you click on an individual station, the price on the map, it'll actually show you up above which station that is. Now, GasBuddy also has mobile apps both for iOS and for Android, and you can use the location services on your phone to find gas near you quite easily. You can sort it by price, find the cheapest station, pull in, and fill up for that next stretch of the road.
And, drumroll please, our number 1 favorite site for RVing is
Campendium.com. We love Campendium. It's a database of not only RV parks, but boondocking sites and all manner of campsites, as well as dump stations. You'll notice in the top bar, you can actually browse by RV parks. You can browse by free camping, national parks, national forests, or state parks. However, where Campendium really shines is the search bar. We're going to stick with Moab, so we're going to put in Moab again and search. This is a much better user interface than you'll find on campsites.net. It'll list the websites, the campsites along with their reviews, the summary of their reviews, I should say. Now, if we click, for example, on one of them, Sand Flats Recreation Area, you'll see that there are 35 photos uploaded by users. You'll notice that they list the GPS coordinates, the last price paid, and a key here is cell phone coverage. If you work on the road or if you just need cell phone coverage, almost all the reviews show you how much they got and on what carrier. You'll see that these reviews, for example, this first one here, are quite extensive. People go to great pains on Campendium to provide detailed reviews of the campsite and what they thought of different aspects. Each one of these reviews is quite a bit longer. It's just a matter of clicking on that little more ellipse at the end of each summary. We can't tell you how much we enjoy Campendium. This is one more of those sites where it's only as good as the user contributions. So if you visit a site, make sure that you write a review, upload a photo, or submit a blog post, and let everybody know about your experiences in that campsite for those of us behind you.
So there you have it, our own personal top 10 list of websites for RVers. Again, if you have some of your own, put them in the comment section down below to share. And also down below, give us a thumbs up if you like this video. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section, and like usual, we'll do our best to respond and help you out in any way that we can. And if you haven't yet subscribed, we'd love to have you as one of our own grand adventurers. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to make sure that you know about every new video as soon as we upload it. And again, until next time, remember, life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you soon.